Okay, page number 60. Anant is a trader. Okay, Anant is a trader dealing in the textile business. Okay, for the following transaction, pass the journal entries for the month of January 2018. What it is given? First one, you see there, commenced business with cash. What it is given? Commenced business with cash. The cash is invested in the business. What they have done? Cash is invested in the business. So they want to start the business. What business they are starting? They are starting the textile business. Okay. So they need the cash to invest in the business. So they have started the business with the cash of rupees 70,000 rupees. So what you have to do? The cash is coming inside the business. What it is coming? Cash is coming inside the business. So the cash is debiting. And who is giving? Who is investing the money? Anant is investing the money. Anant is the giver. Okay. Whenever the cash is coming inside the business, you are debiting the cash. Okay. And then who is investing the business? Who is investing the cash in the business? Anant. So you have to write Anant capital account. Whatever the name it is given, no, you have to mention the name only. Whatever it is the capital account, don't simply write the capital. You have to write the Anant capital account. So you have to write according to the format, the journal entries, how to write the journal entries. You see here, the date you have to write, then particulars, then debit and then credit. Okay. So first you have to mention the year. Whatever the year it will be given, that only you have to write it. 2018 is the year you are writing. Only one time you are writing the year. In the top of the page, whenever you are starting with the page, you will start with the one time only. The year you will start with one time. And after that, in the month also you will start one time only, January. Whenever it changes, the month will be changing. That time you will change the month. Okay. Then afterwards, the date you will write it. So you have to start with the line. Starting with the line, you have to write it. I told you, whenever if you start writing the entry, the capital letter should be there. And then second line, you have to leave the space and T also capital. Whenever you are writing the name of the person, you must write with the capital letter only. And then AC account. Okay. A should be the capital and small c you have to write it. D should be capital, R should be small. Okay. And then whenever you are writing in 1000 and then 10,000 like that, you have to put a comma. Okay. 70,000. So you have to put the comma. The amount should be writing in a order. Understood? So this is the way you have to start with the journal entry. Clear? Now the cash is investing in the business. The cash account debited to Anant capital account. Whatever the name it is given, you have to mention the name. Anant capital account. What is the amount it is given? How much they have invested in the business? 70,000 they have invested. So you have to write 70,000 here and 70,000 here. And what is the narration? What is the statement you have to write it? I told you, whatever written in the statement question it is given, you can simply write the same statement also. Otherwise, you can make it reduce and then you can write the statement according to your point. Okay, commence the business with cash. Then second one, purchased goods from the Xn company on credit. Credit means later on you will pay the money. So what is the here? Purchases will be debiting. Okay, purchases account. What is the purchases here? Amount 30,000. So purchases account debited. Who is that person? Xn company. So here to Xn company account you have to write it. What is the statement you will write? This is the purchases of, this is not a cash purchases, this is a credit purchases. So you must write credit purchases made. Okay. Then after that, whenever third one you see that cash is deposited into the bank. Cash is deposited into the bank. So what happened? The bank is the receiver. The bank you are depositing means the cash, it goes into the bank. So bank will be debiting. Bank account debited to cash account. So what you will write the statement? The same statement, whatever it is there in that cash deposited into bank. You will write cash deposited into bank. You will write it. Okay. So this is in the page number 60. So you will write all the sums, whatever the sums I am teaching you, you must write in your notebook. Whether it may be the page number, it may be the examples, or it may be the exercises, you must write in your notebook. Okay. Now, third one, you see what it is written, the fourth one. Bought a building from L and Company on credit 95,000. Purchased building. Okay, bought a building means purchased. A building from L and Company on credit 95,000. So what it is here? Debiting. Here building account will be debited. And from whom you are purchasing? From L and Company you are purchasing. That is also on the credit basis. So you will write building account will be debiting to L and Company is a crediting. Okay. So what is the statement you will write? Building bought on credit, or otherwise bought building on the credit, like that you have to write. And here what you will write? Building account debited, and what is the date here given? 4. So you have to mention over here 4 only. Whatever the date is mentioned, you have to write it. Building account debited to L and Company. You have to write it in capital letter. Okay. What is the statement it is given? Building bought building on a credit basis. Okay, on a credit basis. So you will write bought building on credit basis. What is the amount it is given? 95,000. Here also 95,000. And here number 5. On date 5, what it is given? 5,000 rupees. Cash is withdrawn from the bank for the office use. Okay, cash is withdrawn from the bank for the office use. So cash is debiting. Whenever the cash is debiting, you have to write, and from the bank you are getting. So cash will be debiting. Cash account debited to bank account. What is the amount here? Cash withdrawn from bank. So cash you are getting. Cash account debited to bank account for the office use you are using. Office use you are getting the money. And the next, this one you see here completely. We have done the rules also in the format we have done. Cash withdrawn from the bank, that is not a office use. This is for the personal use of Anand. Okay. So personal use means you have to mention here. What you have to mention? You have to mention here, or to bank you have to write that here drawings. I told you that in rules we have studied. Okay, for the personal use means you have to mention here drawings account debited to bank account. The statement, the narration you must write. Okay, what is the narration? I told you that you have to write it. In every journal you must write the narration. On 5th, what you will write the narration? Cash withdrawn from bank for office use, you will write it. And here what you withdrawn from bank for personal use, you have to write it. Here you will write office use and here you will write personal use. Okay. This one you see on 7th date, towels given has charity. Charity is debiting. So we are given the crediting the purchases. What we are doing? We are crediting the purchases. So charities account debited. Charities account debited to what you have to credit? Here you have to credit as a purchases. Purchase account is crediting. Okay. So what is the amount? Goods given for charity. These are all the goods. That means goods here mentioned towels. Okay. So you have to mention here goods given for charity. Like that you have to write. Okay. Goods given for charity. Clear now? So what is the amount you have to write? 3,000 rupees given for charity. 3,000 the value. Okay. The goods will be given for the charity. The purchase account is crediting. Clear? Now here 8th one you see here. This is for the personal use. I told you, the personal use, whenever the personal use comes, the drawings will come, and this is also purchases is crediting. Okay. Shirts taken over by Anand for the personal use. So drawings account debited. How much amount it is there? 12,000. Drawings to purchase. It is given as a personal use. So drawings account debited to purchase account. So what you will write here? 12,000 rupees you will write the amount goods taken over for the personal use. Goods are taken over for the personal use. Okay. The amount is 12,000 rupees. 12,000. And then here on 8th, this is a date you have to mention over here, 8th, January 8th. And the statement you have written, and here charities to purchases, and here drawings to purchases. 12,000 you have to write the amount, and then the narration you have to write it. And here you see that again sarees are distributed as a free sample. This is also treated as a, you should not mention the what is the goods. So you have to mention only the goods. Goods will be distributed as a free sample. So it will be, the purchases will be credited. Okay. So what is the purpose? This is a promotion of the sales. So what you have to do? Sales promotion is debiting. This is the promotion of sales because it's given for the free samples you are giving. So what you have to mention? Sales promotion is debiting. This is for the sample. Sarees are given for the samples. So you will write here sales promotion account. Sales promotion account debited to, what you will write here? Purchases. Okay. So what is the narration you will write? Goods will be, goods are distributed as a free sample, like that you can write it. Okay. Goods are distributed as a free samples. Okay. Amount is 3,000 rupees. And here on 10th you see that This is for the office use, tablecloth. Okay, that also mentioned as a goods. Tablecloth used for the office use. So this is for the expenses. We can treat it as a expenses. Office expenses is debiting. Here you will write office expenses account debited to here purchase account. Expenses you did for the office use only. Tablecloth you purchased. Okay. So this is as a treated as a expenses on January 10. So you will write the narration. You will write goods used for office use. Okay. What is the amount here? 200 rupees. On the next one, you see here, page number 62. Okay, this is whatever I have done here. This is in the page number 61. Okay, take now page number 62. You see in page number 62, Arun is a trader dealing in automobile. Last sum we have seen for dealing in the textile business they have done, Anant. Okay, and here Arun is dealing in the business of automobile. For the following transaction, pass the journal entries for the month of January 2018. Okay, commenced business with the cash. So the first one, what we did, whenever investing the cash in the business. So Arun's capital. Whose capital this is? Arun's capital. Arun's capital is crediting. The cash is debiting. So 2018 January 1, cash account debited to Arun's capital account. So what is the narration you will write? Arun commenced business with cash. What you will write? Arun commenced business with cash. And then second one you see, this is of purchases. Okay, purchased goods from X&N company. To whom you are purchasing? From X&N company. X&N company is credited. So purchase account will be debiting. So this is on credit purchases. So the purchase, whatever you are purchasing, you will pay later on. Okay. So purchased group from X&N company on the credit basis 40,000 rupees. So you will write purchase to X&N company. The pattern will be the same. The ledger folio on debit rupees and making the line. This all you have to follow the same way. Whatever the year they have mentioned, that you have to mention here. What they have mentioned? 2018. Okay. 2018. Here one time you will write the year and then month also you will write one time. Okay. And then after that continuously you will write only the date only. Okay. January 1. Cash to Arun's capital. Cash account debited to Arun's capital account. Okay. So what is the narration you will write? Arun commenced business with cash. What you will write? Arun started. Okay. Commenced means started. Arun commenced business with cash. Clear? What is the amount it is given? 90,000. Okay. And then purchases, credit purchases made. This also purchase to purchase account debited to X&N company. So what you will write here? This is of credit purchases made. What purchase is this one? This is of credit purchases. Credit purchase made. You will write. The amount is 40,000. And here you see that bill is accepted drawn by the Exxon company 20,000. So what is the thing? Bill is drawn by the Exxon company, that is also accepted. So who is debiting here? Exxon company only. So what you will write here? Exxon company account debited. Exxon company account debiting. So this is accepted, no? The bill is accepted. So you have to write bills payable account. Bills payable account. What amount it is? 20,000. 20,000 you have to write. And you will write bill drawn. Who is drawn the bill? Bill drawn by Exxon company. Okay. This is enough. Exxon company you will write. And here you see that number 4. Goods are sold. To whom? D&N company. This is on credit basis. So you will write the sales will be crediting. Okay. D&N company account debited, sales is crediting. Okay. Goods are sold goods to D&N company on the credit basis. Okay. So what is the amount? 10,000 you will write. Sales are crediting. So you will write the narration goods sold on, not for cash. This is on credit. Goods sold on credit. You sold the goods. Clear? Sales account is crediting. And then, so who is the company? Company name is D&N company. So whatever the amount bill drawn here, no, from Exxon company you are written. On 3rd date you see that January 3rd accepted bill drawn by the Exxon company. So now you are paying the cash. Paid by cash the bill drawn by Exxon company. You are paying the cash. By who has drawn the bill? Exxon company has drawn the bill. So you are paying the cash, the bill drawn by the Exxon company. So whatever you are written here, Exxon company account debited to bills payable. Now bills payable to cash. Okay, you are paying the cash. So bills payable to cash you will write. This one. Have you seen now? Exxon company to bills payable. This is the 3rd date, no? See, you listen here. Exxon company to bills payable. This is drawn by Exxon company. Okay, clear? This is drawn by Exxon company. Now you are paying the bill to the Exxon company. So what you will write? So this bills payable you are paying by cash. So automatically bills payable account debited to cash is going. So cash account you will write it. Clear? Bills payable to cash account. Then after that you see that whenever you are receiving the check. Now you see on January 4th sold goods to D&N company on the credit basis. Okay, you are selling the goods on to D&N company on the credit basis. Your entry or written already D&N company to sales. This is on credit basis. Now after that what happened? Receiving the check. You are receiving the check from whom? D&N company. That too in full settlement. I told you in the earlier sum also full settlement means somewhere here 9,000 it is given and deposited same in the bank. So what amount you are sold goods to DN company? You are sold goods on credit of 10,000 rupees and here full settlement is 9,000 rupees. So remaining 1,000 rupees will be your discount. Okay. So bank is debiting bank account and then discount account and then DN company account. What are the accounts are related now here? Here bank is related and then discount will be there. Then who is that? Who is the company? DN company. So bank will be here debiting and then discount. Discount how much? 1,000 rupees. Okay. 9,000 here bank and then 1,000 rupees is your discount and then total how much you sold? Sold goods to DN company will be here DN company you will write here 10,000 rupees. Clear? Bank is full settlement it is given. Okay, from DN company in full settlement and deposited the same in the bank. So the bank is debiting 9,000 rupees and then discount is given of 1,000. So how much your amount is sold? Sold goods on credit 10,000 rupees. So that's what we are having the discount over here 9,000 and 1,000 rupees. Here DN company 10,000 rupees. Okay. So you will write check received. Whatever the statement it is given, no, received check from DN company and deposited the same in the full settlement. Only that statement is enough. Received check received from DN company in full settlement, like that you have to mention. And here you see that commission is receiving. Commission is receiving. So commission will be crediting. So cash account, here you will write cash account debited to commission account. What is the amount here? Commission received in cash 5,000 rupees. You will write it over here. Cash account debited to commission account. Next one, you see goods costing 40,000 it is given in here, 50,000 it is given. See in the January 8th. Okay. So 50,000 you have to mention over here. Goods costing 40,000 was sold and cash received 50,000. Those cash is debiting and then sales is crediting. Cash sales made. What happened? Cash sales made. What is the amount? Cash account. Cash account to sales account. Clear? So amount is 50,000. Salary you are paying in a cash. On what way you are paying the cash? Salary you are paying in cash. So the cash is crediting. So salary account debited to cash account. Okay. Salary paid in cash. So salary account debited to cash account. Salary account debited to cash account. So what is the statement you will write? Salaries paid in cash. Salary paid in cash. Amount is 4,000. Okay. And here you see last one, purchased building from whom? From Kumar and company 1 lakh and an advance 20,000 is given in cash. How much amount is given? You have given cash of 20,000 you have given in advance. So you will write here cash, here 20,000 and what is the amount? Building amount? Building amount is 1 lakh. Okay. Building is how much? Building is 1 lakh. Okay. And then What is the cash you have given? 2 cash. What is the cash given? 2 cash. How much you have given? 20,000 you have given. Purchased from whom? To Kumar and Company. What is the amount? 80,000. Clear now? What is the value of the building? Building purchased from Kumar and Company, 1 lakh. So what is the advance amount you have given? You have given only the 20,000 you have given. Then to Kumar, so 80,000 is, you have to write it here. Out of 1 lakh, you have given advance 20,000. Clear? And here you see page number 63. In page number 63 is a trader and dealing in the electronic goods. First one we have seen the textile, and second one automobile, and third one we are seeing here electronic goods. Okay, it is related only with the electronic good. Pragatish, okay, who commenced his business in 2015 for the following transaction took place in the month of March 2018. So you have to pass the journal entries. So purchased goods from Y&N Company on the credit 60,000 and sold goods to D&N Company on credit. This is purchased goods and sold goods. Then after that what happened? Your purchased goods from Y on credit, no? Then after that immediately paid to Y&N Company through the bank. That is also full settlement. It is given 58,000. It is given. So what is the amount here? Actual amount 60,000. So it is given here 58,000. The remaining amount 2,000 you have to write it there. And D&N Company, you see here, you are sold goods to whom? D&N Company on the credit basis. Then after that D&N Company is accepted. The bill drawn by the Bragadish. Okay, who is drawn by the bill is Bragadish. So how much is drawn the bill? 30,000. Okay, how much you sold goods to D&N Company on the credit? 30,000. So that's what accepted a bill by the Bragadish. Then after that, next one you see, sold goods to L on credit. Sold goods to L on credit 20,000 and then sold goods to M on credit basis 40,000. After that, received a check from, not from L, only from the M, that is in full settlement. Okay, what is the amount you have given? Sold goods on 40,000 only. You sold the goods now received a check of rupees 39,000. Okay, how much you for sold goods to M on the credit 40,000. So you paid here check of 39,000. And here you see that after payment of Y and company through the bank in full settlement, goods returned to Y and company. That also you have to see here 4,000. And L became insolvent. Only 90 paise per rupee is received by cash in final settlement. And then on 10th January, goods returned by M. So this is related with the M only. How much amount sold goods to M on credit? So 40,000. And then here 1,000 rupees is left. Only 39,000 received a check from the M in full settlement. Then again you see here L became insolvent. Here only is not a just you sold the goods to L on credit, but L is not paid anything to the company. So L became the only 90 paise per rupee is received by cash in the final settlement. So how much amount you have to write in the entry, that I will show you. And then M, what happened? Related to the M, sold goods to M on credit, no? So here goods returned by the M, how much? Here 40,000 and here 3,000. Goods returned by the M. Now we will see now first one purchased goods and sold goods, that you know. Purchased to Y and company and then D and company to sales. Now just you have to listen over here. I will tell you. This is related Y and company. Okay. Y and company, and then here related to L and here M. Okay. And here paid M, Y and company through the bank settlement 60,000. Purchased goods from here Y and company. First purchased how much? Purchased goods from Y and company. So how much amount? It is given 60,000. Clear now? Then after that you see here paid Y and company at March 3 you see here paid Y and company through bank in full settlement, that is of 58,000. So remaining 2,000 here. Clear? This is paid amount. That is also, if it is a full settlement means you have to mention over here this 2,000 rupees. And then second thing, what about the L? L, you have sold goods to L. Okay, sold goods to L, that is also in credit basis. How much you sold? That is of 20,000. But in this question related to the L, no statement over here, nothing. So L became insolvent because payment was not received. And here only 90 paise it is given. You see here 90 paise it is given means how much it sold? 20,000 they have sold. How much they sold? 20,000. So 20,000 and here it is given only 90 paise per rupee is received by the cash. How much it is received? 90 paise. 90 paise means you will write 0.90 paise. 0.90 paise. What is the amount? That is of 18,000. Okay, only 18,000 only received. L sold goods to L. Clear now? Who sold? Bragadish is a trader dealing in electronic goods. Bragadish is sold goods to L and company on the credit basis. On what basis? Credit basis. Later on you will get the money. After sold goods, L not paid the money, only 90 paise paid the money to the Bragadish who is dealing the electronic business. Understood now? 90 paise means what? what is the total amount sold goods? Goods amount is, value is 20,000. So 0.90 paise. So the 18,000 only settled. Okay. So the remaining 2,000 not received yet. So we can call it as bad debt. Okay. So you have to mention here bad debt. So here 2,000 rupees you have to write it here. Understood now? Now first one you know that purchase and then sales. Two things your things is over. Now what about the M now? You see that M sold goods to M on. This is also in credit basis. After that, how much you received? You received the check of 40,000. The total amount is 40,000. How much you received? Only received a check from M in full settlement, only 39,000. Okay, so 39,000 full settlement means here 1,000 rupees is discount they have given. So let me start with the, now you understood now, from this is related with the YN company and then sold goods to L and sold goods to M. First you have to see that to whom they are selling the goods, whether they received the check or not, whether they received the cash or not. Then after that you have to proceed the journal entries. Clear now? This is related with the, once again I am telling you, this is related with the YN company and this is L and then this is M. And sold goods to L. This is on credit basis. The value of the goods is 20,000. Then L paid only 0.90 paise per rupee. So how much it will be? 20,000 multiply 90 paise. So 18,000 only received. So remaining 2,000 not received. Clear? And then sold goods to M. Sold goods to M means what is the value? 40,000. The value of the goods is 40,000. How much they have received? Only 39,000. Received a check of 39,000 means the 1,000 rupees would be the discount. Okay, 1,000 rupees will be discount. The discount is allowing. So what you will write? Bank account debited, discount allowed is debited, and then to MN company account. M account you have to write it. Clear now? In this you will see bills is received. How much it is received? YN company to bank 58,000. Total is 60. Clear? Total is 60,000 and 58,000 here given and 2,000 is your discount. Here settlement is bank. Check means you have to write the bank and here to discount received 2,000 rupees and here 60,000 will be YN company. YN company. Clear? YN company account debited 60,000 to bank 58,000 to discount received 2,000. And then you see whenever the receiving DN company 30,000, then after that L account debited to sales account. That means goods sold on credit to L. So you will write L account debited to sales account, you will write it. Then after that you see 39,000. I told you know only 39,000 and then discount is 1,000 rupees. The settlement received a check of 39,000 only. So what you will write it? Bank. And here it is related with the bank, check, and then discount allowed, account, bank is 39,000. Clear? And then discount allowed is 1,000 rupees. So total how much amount they have given? 40,000 over here. 40,000 is to M account. Clear now? And here you see that related to the M I am telling you again. sold goods to M on credit. That means this is the 2M account 40,000. Clear? Now received a check from M in full settlement and deposited the same to the bank. So the bank will be 39,000 here deposited in the bank. Okay. The discount will be 1,000 rupees. And here you see here related to the YN company. Paid YN company through the bank in full settlement. We are paying to the YN company. What about the amount? 58,000. To bank is 58,000. And the discount, how much they are receiving? 2,000 rupees discount they are receiving. So YN company will be 60,000 total. Understood now? This is related to the YN company and then M account. And what about the L account? What happened to the L? And here you will write how much amount you will receive. 20,000. 20,000 is your amount of cash. Okay. How much you are receiving? Cash 20,000 of 90 paise per rupee. For 1 rupee 90 paise. Then for 20,000 how much amount? Okay. Here cash account debited. So you will write it in the bracket 20,000 multiplied 0.9 you will write, and then which one you are not receiving, no? You are not received money. So that you will write it over here. That means 2,000 you are not received. Total amount how much you sold? The goods are sold of 20,000. Clear? Here to L. To L account how much you sold? Sold goods of 20,000 you sold. Goods sold. Only here 0.9 paise per rupee. So 20,000 multiplied 0.9. 9 twos are, you will multiply here. 9 twos are 18. And here how many zeros are there? 4 zeros you will write it here. And then how many decimal here? 1 digit before 1 decimal. So 1 point, I will put here 1 point, then 1 0 cancel. So 18,000. Okay, here 18,000. Clear now? Cash account is debited 18,000 and then bad debt 2,000 rupees to L account 20,000 rupees. Understood now here? This is related with the L. Now you see here this is completely with the cash deposited machine and then NEFT, RTGS, this all related with the bank only. Now commenced business with the cash, commenced business with the goods. Valluvar is a sole trader dealing in the textile business. Okay, page number 65. From the following transaction, pass the journal entries for the month of March 2018. So what you will write? Date, particulars, debit and the credit you will write. Here you will write 2018 you will write. Then month you will write March. Then first commenced business with the cash. Whenever if you are investing the goods into the business, you have to write not a goods account, you have to mention in account stock. Okay, so you will write here stock. How much amount you are invested in the business? Cash amount. Cash is, you have invested the cash. How much you invested in the cash? Cash is 90,000. And then stock, how much goods you are invested? 60,000. So total how much you invested? How much you invested? Cash is 90,000 and the goods will be 60,000. The total 1,50,000 you invested. Okay. So cash account debited, stock account debited you will write. You will not write goods account. You will write stock account. Stock account debited to who is the Valluvar's capital account you will write. Valluvar's capital account. Okay. So what is the amount cash you are invested in the business? 90,000. What is the goods you are invested? Here 60,000. And the total is 1,50,000. Clear? Now third one you see, cash deposited into the bank. What you are deposited? Cash deposited into the bank through the cash deposited machine. So it is related with the bank only. So bank only debiting. What you are depositing? Cash. Cash is going outside. So bank account debited to cash. What you will write? Bank to cash. How much? Bank cash is 30,000. So you will write 30,000 over here. And what is the statement? Deposited cash into bank. You will write it. Clear now? This is all easy only. And here you see on the date 4, purchased 10 ready-made sarees from YN company by the cash, 6,000 rupees. Purchased 10 ready-made sarees. How much sarees? 10 ready-made sarees from YN company by cash. Who is purchasing? To whom you are purchasing? YN company by the way of cash. So, purchases account debited to the cash. Goods purchased by way of cash. So, purchase to cash. What you will write? Purchase to cash. Purchase account debited to cash you will write it. Clear? Purchase account debited to cash. How much you purchase? 6,000 rupees. Clear? Now, XN company, you see there on the date of 2nd, purchased 20 ready-made shirt from XN company on the credit basis you purchased. What you purchased? You purchased 20 ready-made shirt from XN company and on credit basis you purchased. So you have to pay it back. Clear? You have to pay the money back of 10,000 rupees. Clear? 10,000 only you purchase, no? Of the ready-made shirt. On 5th date, you see here, paid XN company through the NEFT. This is an electronic fund transfer. Okay? Whatever the amount you are having in the bank, through the, if you are having the electronic, this is a fund you are having in the bank, means you can directly transfer the money from one bank to another bank account. Okay? This we can call it as a electronic fund transfer. Okay? So, on 5th, what happened? XN company to bank. What you will write it? XN company XN company account debited to bank account. On what way you are paying the money? Through the NEFT. NEFT means it is related with the bank only. You will not write NEFT. Okay. So you will write bank. So XN company account debited. How much you purchased? You purchased 20 ready-made shirts from XN company on 10,000 rupees. The value of the amount is 10,000. So 10,000 only you will write it over here. Clear? 10,000 rupees you purchased. So 10,000 rupees you are paying through the NEFT. Electronic fund transfer you are doing from one bank, from your bank account to whom you are paying? To XN company. Okay, deposited cash into bank. Deposited through NEFT. You can write it like that. Deposited through NEFT. NEFT you will write it. Okay. Now, next one you see. Sold 5 sarees to AN company. There is no AN company in the previous statement. So this is the new one. Sold 5 sarees to AN company on the credit basis. You sold out. Okay, the money will come later on. First you sold 5 sarees to AN company on the credit basis 4,000 rupees. Then after that you see any AN company is there. AN company deposit the amount in cash deposited machine. Okay. What is the amount he has to deposit in the cash deposit machine? We studied in the first lesson itself. Cash deposited machine, that is the CDM. We can call it as a C for cash, deposit for D, and then M for machine. Okay. Sold 5 sarees to A and company on credit. A and company to sales. What you will write it? To sales. Sales is crediting. A and company account debited to sales account. Okay, A and company account debited to sales account. Credit sales made to A and company. What is the amount? 4,000 rupees. You have to write it. Clear now? Now what about the after the credit sales 4,000 rupees, then money received through CDM. So the bank is debiting. The bank account debited to A and account. So what is the date? On the 7th it is given. A and company deposited the amount due in the cash deposited machine. He deposited whatever we sold, no? We sold to A and company. Now A and company is deposited the amount. Whatever the amount we sold out, for that money he is depositing to the CDM machine, cash deposited machine. So bank account debited to A and company. Okay. To A and company, we will write it now here. A and company. Bank is receiving money. Bank account debited to A and company account. Money received through CDM. Clear now? Here also 4,000. How much you sold? 4,000 only. And you are receiving 4,000 only through the way of bank. And then 8th you see here, again purchasing 20 sarees from Z and company. This is over, X and company over, Y and company over. Now from Z and company purchasing 20 sarees from Z and company and paid through the debit card. Okay, this all I explained you. Debit card means what? Whenever you have the balance in your account, in your bank balance, that time you can use the debit card, 12,000 rupees. Clear? So what is the date? On the date of March 8th, purchase to bank 12,000. You are purchasing, no? Okay, purchases to bank. Purchase account debited to bank. Bank account. What is the amount you are purchasing? What amount? This is of 12,000. Purchases made. Okay. 12,000 rupees. On 8th, purchased 20 sarees from Z and company and paid through the debit card. Okay, purchases to bank, 12,000 rupees. And then on 9th, you see there, stationery purchased for and paid through the net banking. For the, they are dealing in the textile business, they are purchasing for the office use maybe. Stationery purchased for and paid through the net banking. So purchasing stationery. So stationery to bank. So why they are writing in the bank? So they paid the money not by the way of cash, by the way of net banking. So this is related to the bank only. So the by the way of bank. So that's why we are bank is crediting stationery to bank. Stationery to bank. Stationery account debited to bank account. What is the amount? Stationery to bank 6,000 rupees. Okay. Now the next one, bank charges. Bank is charging some amount. So what happened? Bank charges to bank. Here also the same way, bank is debiting, leaving the charges. So bank charges to, how much amount they are charging? 200 rupees. For whatever the transactions we are doing, so the bank is charging the amount. So 200 rupees they are charging. Understood now? Bank charges to bank account. So just you will write whatever the statement it is given, that only you will write it. Okay, next one you see, and this is also first we saw only the commenced with the business. Okay, business with the cash, commenced business with cash 1 lakh. And the second sum we have seen, commenced business with the cash and then goods. So for that goods we have written only the stock we have mentioned. Okay, we should not mention the goods. We are writing as a goods with the stock only. Okay, commenced business with the cash 1 lakh, with the goods, with the stock 2 lakh, and with the buildings 5 lakh. So what you will write it? Cash account is debiting stock account is debiting, and then building account is debiting to there is capital account. This is the same way. So I am not writing over here. Just you write it down. Cash account debited, stock account debited, building account debited to. Who is the capital here? Who is the sole trader? Dairy is a sole trader dealing in the automobiles. Okay. Now, what they are doing? They are purchasing the goods. To whom they are purchasing? From A and company. To whom they are purchasing? That too on credit basis. Okay. That too on credit basis. So, A and company is crediting. Purchases. What you are purchasing? You are purchasing goods. What is the value? 3 lakh. So, purchase to A and company. Then after that, you have to pay the money. Okay. Cash deposited into the bank. So, bank it is given already. So, the bank is receiving the money. So, the cash is deposited. So, cash goes outside. So, bank account debited to cash account you will write it. This is all easy. The same way, whatever the 3 sums we have done now, the same way. Amount deposited in the bank. Now you see, purchased goods. This is the A and company is over now. We are not mentioning anything A and company. Now related with the B and company. What they have done, you see. Purchased goods from the B and company and payment through the credit card. Payment through the credit card, 5,000 rupees. Now you see here, this is all through the credit card. Purchase to bank. Again, bank is crediting. So you will write goods purchased through the credit card. Okay. And then sold goods to C and company and check received. You sold also and you received the check also. So what you will write? Cash to sales you will write. Then again you will write one more entry because you received the check also. It is related with the bank. Okay. So bank is debiting. Bank to cash you will write it. Number 8 you see that deposited the check received from C and company with the bank. So you are deposited. What amount you are deposited? Amount is 50,000. So you will write bank to cash. Check received from C and company and deposited in the bank. Okay. And then again you are purchasing Z and company and through the debit card. So purchase is debiting. What is the amount? 12,000 rupees, and debit card also it is related with the bank only. So you will write to bank. And what you are purchasing? Stationery you are purchasing. And how you are paying? What is the way of you are paying? You are the paying through the net banking. So net banking also through bank. So again bank is crediting. Stationery to bank. The income tax here paid by the check. This is also related with the bank only. So bank account is credited. Okay. So drawings to bank you will write. This is a tax of the owner. So that's what. This is a personal use. So that's what we are writing here. Drawings to bank account we are writing. So student, so the page number you have to go do in your notebook. Page number 60. Okay, page number 60 is the question, it is given. Page number 61 the solution, it is given. Page number 61 to page number 67. Okay, page number 61 to page number 67. You have to work out in your notebook. Understood? And this is the sum, you have to revise it. And then one more thing. You see the page number 73, the questions it is given. I given the homework. Okay. So you will receive later on. What is the classification of accounts? What are the classification of accounts and what are the different types of personal accounts? I mentioned the page number also in the homework schedule. So you have to learn the question answers properly. Okay. Classification of accounts it is given. You take the page number, classification accounts, page number 47. Classification means all the classification. What are the classification? Personal and then impersonal. In personal, you will write all the three categories, and then impersonal, you will write two category. Okay. Then again, what are the different types of personal account? It is given 3 personal accounts division. It is given. That also it is there in the page number 47 only. If you learn the classification of accounts fully thoroughly, so you can able to write the answers of 2 answers. You can able to write it. And what about the steps in journalizing? You take the page number 50. Page number 50. I mentioned the page number also in the homework schedule. Okay. Steps in journalizing. You studied well already. Then also you have to revise this answer in page number 50. Steps in journalizing. All the 8 points it is there. You will write it in a short point. Okay. So this is your homework. See you in the next class.